Ever since I moved to the small town of Eldridge Hollow, things had been odd, but it was the Eldridge Society that stirred the pot of peculiarities. One day, a friendly face named Martha invited me to join the Eldridge Society. It was pitched as a community organization, something like a book club mixed with a neighborhood watch. Intrigued and eager to blend in, I agreed to attend a meeting. The gatherings were held in a grand mansion that belonged to the society's leader, a man called Brother Daniel. He was an enigmatic character, charismatic, yet subtly intimidating. His large, mesmerizing eyes seemed to hold everyone in a spell. The first few meetings were innocent enough, filled with potluck dinners, discussions about community events, and sharing tales of local history. Yet gradually the meetings took on a darker shade. The history evolved into bizarre folklore and supposed ancient rituals tied to the Hollow. Brother Daniel's eyes grew more fervent, more hypnotic, with each telling. One evening, things took a disturbing turn. Brother Daniel announced that the society was not merely a community group, but the guardians of an ancient power that resided beneath Eldridge Hollow. He claimed we were chosen to appease an age-old deity buried deep beneath the mansion. Fear and confusion knotted my stomach, but the others seemed to take it in stride. The rituals began subtly. It started with small sacrifices, a loaf of bread, a bottle of wine, laid at the basement door, but they quickly escalated. Livestock went missing from local farms, then reappeared mutilated at the basement's entrance. One night, Brother Daniel arrived with a grin stretching across his face, his eyes gleaming in the candlelight. "The deity has spoken," he said, a manic tremor in his voice. "It asks for a higher offering." I felt the blood drain from my face. "What kind of offering?" I managed to ask. His grin widened, exposing a row of alarmingly white teeth. "A willing soul," he said, his gaze never leaving mine. Panic surged within me. I excused myself and bolted home, my heart pounding against my ribcage. I needed to escape Eldridge Hollow, but fear rooted me to the spot. That night, as I lay sleepless, I heard it, a low hum vibrating from the ground, a chorus of whispers just beyond my comprehension. The dread within me grew, icy fingers gripping my heart. In the morning, Martha was standing outside my house. Her face was pale, her eyes wide and glassy. She clutched something in her hand, a piece of paper. "It's your turn," she whispered, extending her hand. I took the note. It read, "Tonight midnight, the mansion's basement." I felt a hollow echo within me as I nodded, and she walked away. There was no escape. I could feel it in the air, taste it in the water, hear it in the ever-present hum. Eldridge Hollow wasn't just a town, it was a trap. As night fell, I made my way to the mansion. The town was silent, the moon casting long, dark shadows. The society was gathered around the basement door, their faces somber, their eyes devoid of the familiar community warmth. Brother Daniel stepped aside to let me pass, his grin now a grim line. The basement was dark, the air cold and damp. As I descended, the low hum grew into a roar. The whispers turned into howls. My fear was replaced with an eerie sense of acceptance. The last thing I remember was the basement door shutting behind me, the echo resonating in the darkness. The howls grew louder, and I felt an unseen presence surrounding me, engulfing me in its monstrous, ancient essence. I don't know how much time passed before I woke up on my bed. I was unharmed, but something was different, something inside me. I felt a constant vibration, an eternal hum that no one else could hear. I saw shadows moving in my peripheral vision, heard whispers in the silence of the night. I am still in Eldridge Hollow, living among the members of the Eldridge Society. They avoid my gaze, but I see the same glassy-eyed fear in them that Martha had when she delivered my note. I am a part of the Hollow now, a guardian of the deity. The hum within me never ceases, the whispers never silence. I am waiting for the next willing soul to be offered. The horror isn't that I was chosen, but knowing that I am now part of the choosing. Welcome to Eldridge Hollow. Can I interest you in joining the Eldridge Society?